Okay, so you're going to want to pay close attention to the next string of videos talking about the theory of cap rate. We've gone through the math behind it, but really understanding what cap rates mean can do you a world of good in this industry and in a career in commercial real estate. So cap rates are very tough to get your head around. At least it was for me. Really truly understanding what it means, what we're measuring with cap rates. So I'm going to use a couple of statements here that describe what cap rate actually means. We know the formula, we know the numbers, how to get to it, but it doesn't mean anything. You know, if it property is a 7% cap rate or a 5% cap rate, it doesn't really mean anything to us other than the number. So I'm going to use a couple of statements to go through it and try and explain it the best way I can. The first statement, I'm going to read it off here. Cap rate is the annual rate of return you would receive on a commercial real estate property if you paid for it in cash. So to repeat it again, cap rate is the annual rate of return you would receive on a commercial real estate property if you paid for it in cash. So for instance, let's use another very simple example. You might see a pattern here that I always like my $1 million properties. It's for the sake of keeping things simple. So you have a property which costs $1 million. It makes an NOI of $60,000 per year. You pay for it in cash. $1 million, you pay for it in cash. It's a 6% cap rate, which means you would make a 6% return on your money. Remember, you put in $1 million, you're getting $60,000 out of it every year. Your ROI is 6%. So in other words, that's a 6 cap. That is a pretty straightforward way of thinking about it. Of course, most commercial properties are leveraged with debt, which means they're not paid for in cash. But if you want to think about it from a return perspective, if you paid for a property in cash, the cap rate would be the ROI you would receive for that.